Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone tuning in from around the world. This is the Boys Café, and this is Ramu, and we look into how Gameweek 14 went. So this was my team. Before we start and I go into how my team went, I think overall a lot of uncertainty till the last minute. There was a server crash. There was a lot of news that we were awaiting regarding Haaland and Foden and all that. But still, at the end, I think most of them were able to make the change towards another captain. I banked my hopes on Harry Kane to score against Bournemouth. Spurs won, but Kane had a very disappointing game. He even picked up a yellow card, which meant that he just returned 1 point, and therefore, as you can see on screen, I could just get 2 points from my captain, Harry Kane. But overall, I think my defense saved me this week. So if you can see the back five, starting with Nick Pope and Trippier, the Newcastle double up that I have, they give me 17 points. Trippier, set and forget. In case you do not have him in your team, I think I'll definitely recommend anyway, because he's on set pieces, whatever clean sheets, and I think whatever based on what we have seen, he gets bonus points in almost every game that Newcastle plays. So Trippier and Pope, they help me get 17 points there, and then clean sheets for Cancelo, White and Anderson. Again, Anderson came in because of the Haaland sub, so he was my first sub. So Crystal Palace defense again coming in handy. You would have all seen in our suggestions that Foden was one of our captaincy choices in case Haaland wasn't fit and starting. But Pep Rowlett ruined everything, and he kept Foden on the bench and came up with again another 1-pointer. So I think it's a big disappointment because a lot of our hopes were on Foden to give us good returns in the absence of Haaland. But I think it is what it is. We have to move on. Bad decisions happen, and I think that's the beauty of this game. You can't always get lucky. There are weekends wherein you make some gutsy decisions and it goes your way, but there are some weeks in which it doesn't go your way as well. So we suggested 3 captains, again, of course, including Haaland. We had Kane as well as Foden as our other 2 captaincy choices. None of them worked, and I think it's the first time that has happened this season. I think it was a bit shocking for us as well that none of the captaincy choices worked, but yeah. And we got a few DMs asking us, why did you even suggest this? But yeah, we stick by our decision. We looked at the data, we watched the games, and we felt these were the best options that were available. But yeah, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. Martinelli gave a good solid 8-point haul, and Andreas, of course, was on a lot of benches. He did not give any attacking returns this game week, so ended up only with about 3 points. Wilfred Zaha, again, disappointment. I think we had put in our suggestions that this is probably the last game week that we'll want to hold Zaha. So probably he's going out of my team as well. And probably I'm looking at one more Newcastle asset. I'm just torn between whether I choose Wilson or Almiron. But I'm leaning towards Wilson, but maybe that decision would probably happen only closer to the deadline on Saturday. In my attack, again, disappointing returns for Firmino as well, because he could not convert any of the chances that were created by Liverpool during the game against Leeds. And Kane, I think we had discussed in the beginning as well, Kane really disappointed this game week against Bournemouth. On my bench, I actually had Pascal Gross as well. Although I did not expect Brighton to perform so well against Chelsea, that's why I put Gross on the bench. But in hindsight, I think it would have been good if we had started him instead of Zaha. But hindsight indeed is a beautiful thing. So I think 53 points below average, and I think that's a very rare occasion that has happened this season when the My points tally has been below average, but I think there is still enough time to make good decisions and change the strategy or change the outlook of the team, and then climb up those ranks. And I'm looking forward to it, while I'm a bit nervous inside as well. So just a quick look at the fixtures from Game Week 15. Of course, you will get our content in the form of the threads and the videos that are coming up later this week. In terms of Man City Fulham, again, we are awaiting news regarding Haaland, whether he's really going to be fit, because Pep has already confirmed he's not playing the Champions League game midweek, so probably he's being rested and he will be ready by the time for the Fulham game. So that's again something that we will be keeping an eye on all through the week. We also have Nottingham Forest against Brentford. Again, Forest were very unconvincing against Arsenal, and Brentford. Very important point to be noted is that Ivan Toney is suspended for this game week, so probably one solid option that would have been on all your teams cannot play this week. So maybe a transfer to, maybe again, like I mentioned, a Callum Wilson, if you do not have 3 Newcastle assets already, might be on the cards. Next would be Chelsea versus Arsenal. FPL wise, I think Kepa is injured, so probably a lot of people who had him in their teams, it's probably time to switch to another keeper. And from Arsenal, as you might have all seen, Saka got injured, and probably in the build-up to the World Cup, I do not think that he is going to play till the World Cup. So the next 2 fixtures is probably something that will be a doubt for Saka. And the highlight fixture of this game week is Spurs versus Liverpool. Spurs had a really good comeback win against Bournemouth at the end, although Kane and Son did not manage to get any points on the board. Spurs will take a lot of confidence from that performance and take it to Liverpool, who are coming on the back of a loss to Leeds United. Deadline is 1:30 UK time on the 5th of November, which is the Saturday. So watch out for our content that is coming in the form of a thread and a video in the midweek. That's it in this reaction video for Game Week 14. In case you're watching this video and you have not subscribed to our channel yet, this is a gentle reminder. We are very close to 1100 subscribers. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.